We're live! Finally, we're live. That took a long time, a real long time. Something's going on with the YouTube live feed. Been trying for 15 minutes. Sorry for the delay. Okay, so we're live. Let's get this camera. When I say it's a camera, it's a giant Mac. Let's get rid of that bread. Hello, we've got people tuning in. How are we doing? How are we doing? Finally, we're on the Easter Bank. Hello, 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 hello. 14 live viewers. How are we all doing? 15 live viewers. Hi, hi, hi. So, should we just kick things off? We're late. I was meant to be here 15 minutes ago. I told you on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Publicum. Told you everywhere. Beer, Pro Beer TV. How was America, Pro Beer TV? So, we've got three beers. These are beers that are brewed for people who are kind of the fans of Brewdog. Hey, 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 hey! Hello, cool t-shirt. Brewdog.com/fanzine. Watch you cleaning the car with Bud earlier. Thank you very much. Johnny, thanks for watching. Hi, Simon from Poland. Poland, I got some really good Browazana beers coming up. I've got the whole range of beers from Browazana. Probably going to do a live show with all of them beers coming up in the next few days. Maybe we'll have a cheeky Saturday night live show. I said a long time I did my second brew. I took a crack ball shot and I did online. He's saying it was the best sub 5% beers I had this year. That's amazing. Well done. Killing the 79. Homebrew or commercial. I was over the moon with response. Hi all, evening, Neil. How we doing, Neil? Yo, Jaeger. Hi there, Paul Moore, Rory Lee. Hello. How are we all doing? So we've got 43 live viewers. You've probably tuned in for these. 10-ton truck, King of Eights, and trying to read that backwards. Ego, Alter Ego. West Coast IPA. Where should we start? I reckon the middle one. This is. Oh, let's just get them off the box, shall we? A little bit of bump about the beers. We'll do. Oh, they're all quite big. So, King of Eights, 7.4% ABV. IBU is 20. Original gravity is 1.069. Malts are pale wheat notes. Cattle hops are Citra. Whirlpool hops are Citra. And the dry hops are Ariana and Hull Malone. Should be pretty good. So, without further ado, we'll move the keyboard to one side just in case we make a bit of a mess. We got our glasses, Alter Ego. Before we get in, I'm going to quickly ask you guys, what are you drinking tonight? It's a Wednesday night. What are you drinking? Look at all these wonderful comments. Hello. Hi, Simon Cool teacher. Thank you very much. Hello from Poland. Look at all these wonderful comments. Really cool. I'm going to hold a yellow belly the other night. Amazing. It is still up there for you. Yeah. I've not had it since I reviewed it, but still pretty good. Evening, Yellow Belly, absolutely incredible. Been thinking about trying fanzine. Brewdog have been doing pretty good as of late. They really have. I was their biggest critic. At the beginning of this year, I was their biggest critic. And I don't think they mind too much. I mean, they need critics, don't they? If nobody's criticising them, if they're doing things wrong, what's the point? What's the point in doing what we do? But I think they have turned the corner. They've improved. They've definitely improved. Cider tonight. Enjoy the cider. American IPA, Brother Brzezinski in Poland. Your old banana beer. The Easter Bank is drinking Demolin, Sun and Moon. Northern Monk Mango Lassie. Oh, look at you all. You're drinking such amazing beer. Amazing beer, guys. Amazing beer. Right, okay. I have got some announcements as well. There's four. I'm talking at the moment to no less than four brewers from 4 different countries about collaborating. One is a dead cert, Croatia. That is definitely happening 25th of this month. We're going to brew a stout. It will be the company's first stout. And yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Hi, got a can of hop stuff. Let's go. Looking forward to it. Get it in there, man. Get it in there. Been a week of torture. I've had a week of torture as well. I've had a real week of torture. Should we get some beer out? Should we get going? Yeah. So, first beer, West Coast IPA. Where should we put it? Should we put it in an IPA glass? That'd be a good start, wouldn't it? Beer in the glass for you guys. It's a clear beer. Good levels of carbonation. 3-finger white head. Let's get the all-important aroma. We got 78 live views. Let's see if we can hit 100 viewers in the next, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. That'd be pretty cool. So clear beer, nice to look at. Aroma. Golden amber in colour, I should say. So they're talking about Citra, lots of Citra. You get that whole melon, that lovely kind of melody aroma. John Anderson, I have a bone to pick with you, Simon. What have I done? What have I done now? I'm always in trouble, me. Let's dive in. It smells really good. Cheers. Really tasty brew. Whole melon comes through nicely. There's some grapefruit. There's some bitterness on the back end. 7.4% ABV, I think I called it. 8.5. I picked the wrong beer up. Does have a whole melon in the beer though. Really weird. You do get a melon taste. There is a bit of there is a touch of alcohol in this, to be honest. It's just warming at the back of the palate. Little kick of alcohol. There's nice bitterness coming through from the hops. You know, John, I'm just going to take a break from this beer review very quickly. John Anderson, some of the beer reviews, have a look at the dates. Some of the beer reviews that I've reviewed. So you're talking about Brooklyn, East Coast IPA. Hated it. You loved it. I reviewed that beer probably 2011. It's now 2018. A lot changes in beer. A lot changes. Some beers get better. Some beers don't get better. Some beers just get worse. When I was drinking Brooklyn East Coast IPA, it wasn't in none of the supermarkets. It was sent to me from America when Brooklyn were just brewing in-house just to themselves, and they were producing really, really good beer. These days, you can get Brooklyn's lager in my local Tesco Extra, the little tiny Tesco store that used to be a pub. Tiny little Tesco's. You can buy Brooklyn lager. And I think to myself, how is this possible? How is this possible? So they must have, something's gone amiss somewhere along the line. So John, have a look at the dates of the beer reviews. Some of them are really, really old. Some of them are like, I don't know, 7-year-old going on 8-year-old. And again, the beer's changed. What other comments have we got? Russian Imperial Stout from chat's gone. Brother Shirley Pico. Oh, yeah, what a magnificent beer. Really good beer. Christian Castiel is drinking Noom beer. Awesome. I've read that. The double dry hopped IPA. Jet Blackheart. Cheers, Simon. It's a good beer, Jet Blackheart. 81 live viewers. We're back up to 81. 9 likes. 9 likes. If you want to hit that like button, that would make this video a little bit kind of Better again. There we go. 10 likes, 81 views. I've always wondered, not to get personal, but do the frequent reviews not have a negative impact to your health, liver? Wish mine was as solid as yours. Aaron, yeah, look, I mean, look at me. This body, I'm thinking of doing a video. 5,000, I'm going to hit 5,000 beer reviews in about March 2018, February, March 2018. 5,000 beer reviews on YouTube. Yes, what would I look like if I hadn't drunk them 5,000 beers? I'm a carpenter by trade. I still think I look kind of okay. Looked a lot better. If you look at the videos when I first started the channel, I was like, cut down, big arms, big, still got a big chest, but it's a bit flabby now. But you know, I love it. I love it. I love beer. Does it have a negative impact on my health? I get some ringing in my ears every now and again. I reckon I got high blood pressure. You can probably see I got a bit of high blood pressure, probably on the cheeks. Neck's a bit red. Yeah. Am I going to see a doctor? Nah. Every day. Take life as it comes. I'll end up having blood tests. I'll end up having tablets for the rest of my life. I suppose, and this is something that's happened over the last few years, in the mornings. I mean, you guys asked, I'm just telling you. If you're interested, if you're not interested, if you're here for a lot of fun, I'll shut up and we'll just have a load of fun. But if you're really interested about my health and stuff, then yeah, I mean, let's talk about my health a little bit. In the mornings, it's a bit of a well-known fact that beer can have side effects on your body, on your mind. I'd say it's affected my mind more than it has my body. I still think I'm quite 5,000 beers. I'm not too bad, you know. I'm not. There's worse people out there than me. It's my mind. I suffer a little bit with anxiety. That is a well-known fact with beer, is that you can suffer with anxiety. Again, have I seen anybody about it? No. How does my anxiety come out? I cough in the mornings. I cough and I splutter and I just take ages to get going in the morning. When I mean cough, I like heave and stuff. I'm like, I can't do it now because, well, some of you on the live videos on Facebook, you might see that when I open a beer, sometimes, not all the time, when I open a beer on Facebook, I might cough and I might make a joke about the getting rid of the nerves and everything else. But that's it. That is it. That is it. So yeah, I suppose a little bit of anxiety. I suffer with body. Yeah, I reckon it's okay. I reckon I was thinking about doing a video called "What Does a Guy's Body Look Like After 5,000 Beers?" And I was gonna rip my shirt off and I was gonna work out like crazy until 5,000 beer reviews, and I was gonna be like the Hulk, and I was gonna go, beer doesn't make you fat. I can prove it. Do I want to do that? Maybe. That might be a video coming up in February in the snow. Where was that comment about my health? I think it's gone. Don't be too harsh on yourself. You look after you, find me. Do you know? But I am going to be 40 as well. I'm going to be 40 in May next year. I don't think I look too bad for a 40-year-old. What the question you've got to ask yourself, right, is what would I look like at 40 if I didn't drink 5,000 beers? And I don't think, because you always, what do you do? What do you do when you don't drink? You eat crisps, or you eat Maltesers, or you go down KFC and you get a big fat dirty burger. If you're not doing one thing, you're doing another. If you're not smoking, you've got one of them puffer things. If you're not drinking, you're eating junk food. Do you know everybody in life needs a little bit of something, a little bit of a vice, something if they like to do something, do it. My mother-in-law, she likes to have a bite of chocolate every day. Little bite of chocolate gets her through a day. Me, 4 beers gets me through my day. One thing you changed a lot in each review, your hairstyle. And smile and the stone the clothes, still the same shit. It's not that I do any. Do you know what? I just don't like going to the hairdressers. I'm friends with my hairdressers on Facebook, and he's like all the time he's screaming at me, "You going live and you look like this. Come and have your haircut." And I'm like, nah, you know, it's just I haven't had my haircut since I've been on holiday in July. It hasn't been cut. It's just I've been so busy. I don't think, again, it's one of these things. I'm really 40 now. I'm just glad to have some hair. I'm just glad to have some at 40. I don't mind, you know. Have I ever drunk Singer beer? I think so. It's Thailand. I think I did a review of it a few months ago. Hello from Poland. Hello from Poland. 109. Am I visiting Tomakapida? Do you finish every beer you open for review? Most. Yeah, I drink most beers. Most definitely drink most beers. I quite like this. This is a Q&A, isn't it? This is press start on the live feed, crack open a beer, talk to my fans live. Bang, boom, there. Let's talk to them. Somebody who isn't there though is Jenkins. Where's he? He comments every single day on my videos. He called me disgusting the other day when I had that burger, and I thought, God, I mean, if you mind that much, don't watch. If it's affecting you that much, don't tune in. Why on earth are you getting so buggered up about it? 106 viewers. Thank you, around 25 likes. Thank you very much for the likes. Couple of beers every night. Not had a break for months, so having this month off, it ain't easy. It's not easy. Do I drink every night? No, probably not. If you watch my Facebook feeds, you'll see that I do 4 beers. Then I'll come back Wednesday. If it's a Wednesday, I'll come back to 4 beers. I put 2 up a day. So I generally have beer on, beer off, beer. I'm like Mr. Miyagi. Wash on, wash off. Day on, day off. Oh. Soon ready for Simon the Brute. Should we talk about some of these beers that I'm brewing? So I'm going to Croatia. Never been to Croatia. On the 25th, I'm going to go and brew a lovely stout. I'm looking forward to that one. British Brew still opening. I'll get Andy Wild. I'll get to that comment because I'm really interested in that comment. And then I'm talking to this brewery. Do you know, isn't it awful? I'm going to brew beers with these lovely brewers, and Baba, it's the Baba beers they done from Croatia. I'm going to brew a Baba Stout, or Simon the Baba Stout, Barbarian Stout, something like that. Never been split. Looking forward to it. I'll be leaving at half past 1 in the morning to get a bus to Bristol Airport with an fly. I get there by 10:30 in the morning. I'll be there all day in Split. Really looking forward to that day. In the night, we're going to be doing a Q&A, Meet the Brewer event in a bar in Split. I'm going to be talking to the lovely home brewing scene in Croatia, in Split. I'm going to be talking to the brewers. It's going to be a really exciting night. I'm really looking forward to it. What I am a little bit nervous about, and I'll be really honest about this, is I am a little bit nervous about the fact that I'm going to be up at 1:30. That's my bus. 2:30 is my bus, so I'll get up 1:30. My wife's going to take me into the bus station. I'm going to be awake because I can't do this whole sleeping on buses. I can't do this whole sleeping on planes, and I certainly can't do sleeping on airports. I've tried it. Once I wake up, I'm awake. So I'm going to be going from 1:30 in the morning. I'm going to try and go through all day and into the night. So I'm a little bit kind of apprehensive, a little bit nervous about. People are going to be really excited, jumped up to see me, and I don't want to be this guy that's sitting in the corner, white. You know when you go white when you're tired, asleep. I want to stand up. I want to be heard. I want to be as excited as I am now for these lovely people in Croatia. Next up, this is an almost certain collaboration. I'm going to brew with these guys. A brewery, the Dr. Van der Coroner. I'm going to Belgium. Is it Antwerp? I think I'm going to Antwerp to brew with this brewery. We don't really know what we're brewing yet. It's been confirmed today. been confirmed. So that's my sub to me and get £1 million. So I reckon I'm going to hide that comment. Ethan, everything. Should I show it? Let's show that comment. I haven't got £1 million to give you, mate, but wine is much better than beer and Croatia. No, I reckon it's going to be really good. Trogo is really nice, and it's an amazing, beautiful little city. Look forward to that one. The next two collaborations is Poland. I got one coming up in Poland. Again, I don't write nothing down. I just press start. Let's go into the live feed. I'm not prepared. I've got nothing written down. I haven't written nothing over there on the board. I'm just trying to wing it. I'm just trying to remember to improve with. Polish brewery. I did a review of their beers. They sent me the Zitos box. Zitos box. Brother. They changed their name. There was that brewery that changed their name. I'm going to brew with them anyway. Stone the Crows. I'm off to Krakow in December. What's the beer like there? Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to get back to that. Recraft. Brother Recraft. That's it. I'm going to go brew a Brother Recraft. Hopefully we'll be releasing our beer at the Warsaw Beer Festival 2018, which is in a few weeks' time. That's collaboration number 3. Collaboration number 4, and I'm going to be honest with you, this one it's a bit hot and cold. 1 minute we're messaging like crazy, then I won't hear nothing for a week, and then they're messaging like crazy. It's another Norwegian brewery. I couldn't remember the name of this. They do like a lot of sour beer and stuff, this Norwegian brewery. I'm going to go and brew with them anyway. I'm going to go and brew a collaboration with them if it happens. It's kind of like hot and cold, this one. So we definitely got 2, probably a 3rd, maybe a 4th. 4 beers we're going to be brewing by the end of the year. And funnily enough, they're all going to be called Simon. So they're all going to be under that name of beer, that Simon name of beer, which is really cool. Watch Brussels Life of Beer, incredible. Brother Recraft, that's it, Brother Recraft. Somebody asked me about Brains. Are they still brewing in Cardiff? I believe a lot of their operations have now moved over to Cardiff Bay. That's a really interesting thing. They're moving into like a warehouse, purpose-built brewery over Cardiff Bay. So a lot smaller. They're going to have probably more control on what they're doing. They moved into a brewery in the very late 90s. That was far too big for them. And now they're moving from that brewery to a smaller premises. Where they're moving from, that big brewery is going to be flats, apartments, a little mini brewery, bars, restaurants, that type of thing, your Nando's. And it's going to be, they already have a brewery court. They already have one brewery they moved from. Now they move into another one. They're moving out. But this one's going to have a brewery inside the premises, which is really exciting. Kane's Beer of Liverpool is making a comeback. Is it really, Neil Long? Is it still in the same? Because apparently they got a real historic brewery, have Kane's Brewery. And Neil, I've seen it. You've seen. I was hoping you were going to catch it. My Lord Chambery beers that I had at the Welsh Beer Festival on keg. That was incredible. Incredible. If you're on Grimbergen, I think they're owned by Heineken, are they? Or Carlsberg. It's okay. It's not too bad. My favourite beer nation. That is so hard. That is so hard because, do you know what you normally find with people is that they're so passionate. I've been all over the world visiting breweries, and each brewer is as passionate as the last brewery. They really are massively passionate about what they're doing, their message, their commitment, their love of beer. It's a wonderful thing. It's a really wonderful thing. And I just think that whatever country, I do have favourites, mind. I love Poland. Poland's an incredible place. Wrocław is a bit like a second city for me. I feel very comfortable. I can get there. I know my way around. I know the hotels. I know the bars. I've been there that many times. I consider Wrocław to be like a second city to me. Love Brussels. Love Brussels. Tremendous place. Massive, massive fan of Brewery Meisel. Brewery Meisel's another incredible place. Relaxing. They've converted their big old brew house into a museum. They've still got a little working brewery, a little microbrewery on the side. There's a restaurant. You can just chill out in this place. It's a really, really amazing. You get the feeling of beer everywhere, because everywhere you look, you've got all these old buildings, the old brewery buildings, and they're pouring you really good beer, and you're inside the living heartbeat of this brewery. So lots and lots of places. I tell you what I do miss, I've not been for a few years, is the GBBF. I've not been to the GBBF now for about 4 years. And I probably need to go. I probably need to go back to GBBF. It's a little bit of a nightmare for me. I got to get a megabus. That's what puts me off. The train fare is extortionate to London. I got to get a megabus, and it's like terrible. I'm sorry. Generally, don't go. King of the Frost. Any plans to review Freak Magna by Wylam? Heard good things, but I haven't tried it yet. Am I going to the beer festival in Poznan in Poland? I'd like to. I've not been invited. I'd like to. If the offer comes in, you know, there's another problem as well. I'm sure if my wife's in Italy at the moment, if she's tuning in, I'm sure she won't mind me saying this. I've got massive ambition. I've got a huge ambition for this channel. I know where I want to take it. I know where it wants to go. I know where I can take it. I know how big it can be. But it's not a but. How can I put it? I suppose it's a but. There's a second part of my life where I am a father. I've got 3 beautiful children. I love them dearly. And I just can't go. I'm going to be honest with you guys. You're probably a little bit disappointed that you're going to hear this, but I turn down now. I'm at the stage now where I'm turning down. What the? Shall I show this? This message has been held for review. If you're a little bit squirmish, don't read the message from Valek. I've just shown it. Beirut, yeah, Jacob, Beirut. That's what I'm talking about. I was just talking about Meisel. Did you hear the conversation I was talking about Meisel? Going back to it, what was I talking about? My children. So yeah, I am at the stage now where I am turning down countries to visit, to brew with. It's all very sad. It's all very frustrating. It is frustrating because I'm torn. I'm torn between my beautiful family over there and my passion for beer here, and my ambition. I'm a very ambitious person. When it comes to this whole channel, I research YouTube. I research YouTube TV. Have any of you guys heard of YouTube TV? I research YouTube Premium, which is a Netflix kind of service that they're heavily investing in. I research Waymo, their car division, Google's car division. Why am I interested in Waymo? If you're not driving a car, if a robot is driving a car for you, what are you going to be doing whilst you're in one of Google's cars? Probably watching a YouTube video. So I'm kind of like heavily invested in the future where this whole thing's going. I can see massive, massive potential here on YouTube. I can see YouTube replacing television. I can see YouTube being the platform that finally puts the nail in the coffin for good old BBC. Now, I want to tell you a quick story about the BBC. I did a YouTube back in September. I did a YouTube meet and greet thing with the press of South Wales. and I have never come across a bunch of people that are most disinterested and not understanding the internet. Are you drinking because your mum has gone to the store? Oh, geez, boys. Hello. I'm missing the reviews tonight. Oh, yeah. Should we? Brewdog, Alter Ego. West Coast IPA. Let's get some comments and I'll carry on my story. Dr. Hans Brewery. Hey. How are we doing? I remember having them amazing beers. When was it? 8 months ago? 9 months ago? They were terrific. Need to send you some more beers, but I don't know how I can beat 10 out of 10 Stone Crows as I got on my ginger bells and lemon meringue pie beer. They were amazing. They were really, really bloody good beers. Neil Long. I'm just picking comments, guys. I'm not looking through them all. Neil Long. It's like that brains have done. Kane sold the brewery to different news, but much more. Oh, I see. I totally understand. Last weekend, I realised that I have over 100 beers in cellar, mostly Baltic Porters and Russian Imperial Stouts. It's nearly time to open some nice beers. Wojciech, go and open them nice beers. Go and crack them open. Go and drink them. Go and enjoy them. I'm going to the Dog House in Glasgow on Friday. Any recommendations? Ask them. Ask them if they got any of these fanzine beers. Give them a try. They're pretty good. So I probably should wrap up this beer review. You shouldn't I cracked open a beer and I've just had a laugh for you guys, really, haven't I? 8.5%. A little bit of a tickle of alcohol in the throat. Grapefruit, citrus, mango, bitterness, nice malt. It seems that Brewdog have finally been able to get rid of that nasty Brewdog flavour that was in nearly all of their beers. I was very concerned at the beginning of this year that they were slowly turning into Marston's, and I was really concerned because every Marston's beer you try, you could do a blind taste test of all the Marston's beers in the world, and you will go, that's a Marston's beer. It's that horrible, fatty Burton water that everybody seems to crow about and enjoy. But there's something in that terrible, dirty, fatty water that Marston's brew with that really disgusts me, and I can't stand their beers. Really can't stand Marston's beers. And I was concerned that Brewdog were going down that same road. That same, it's nice, but it tastes a bit like the last one. They're starting to hook things up again. They're starting to improve things. Tell you a story earlier. Oh yeah, the BBC at this event. So I was at this event, this press event, and we were all really enthusiastic and really passionate about what we're doing. It was 8 Welsh creators who were talking about their success in their individual fields on YouTube. And I was casting my eye over at the BBC people, and they were literally, they were like this, looking around the room. And what was that old saying? Do you know when something comes along and bites you on the ass and you don't know what's coming until it's bitten you on the ass? What's that? Give me an example in the comments box, guys, in real life where that's happened, where people have been like cruising, not looking where they're going, and all of a sudden the car crash happens and television's finished. That's what I really think is going to happen with television. They're so far up their own backsides in what they think is right, and people tuning in, and the younger generation are all watching YouTube and Netflix. That's only going to kind of like push out eventually. The older generation, television is going to be dead. But I went up to once this session finished, I went up to the BBC Wales, and I said, how do you think that went, type of thing. And I went, you know, they were like, and none of them. The only people out there to publish any content was a company called Cardiff TV. They were the only people to publish something on their website, on their cable channel, Cardiff TV. Nothing on BBC. Do you know what BBC went with that next night? A Labrador that ate 100 stones. on a beach and nearly died. You had creators coming from North Wales, South Wales, East Wales, West Wales, some with millions and millions of subscribers, and they were a big success story for the Welsh economy. And they went with a story with a Labrador who had too many stones on a beach and nearly died. And there was a part of me that was really upset. There was a part of me that thought, what was the point in all of this? I'm pretty sure YouTube. I met the head of YouTube UK. Lovely lady, really lovely lady. And I'm pretty sure she's probably watched the feedback and watched what was being published on the telly and was like, what on earth was that all for? It's a bit of a shame. But I think, again, going forward, televisions, we're going to get television. We're going to come and bite. We're going to come and grab television. You know, when you jump in that self-driving car and you put YouTube on, BBC, finished. Finito. Simon, in review of all the new craft beers UK brews along with the big boys of old, who is the best UK brewer in the UK? Who is the best brewer in the UK? That was nice. Alter Ego. Brewdog. Who's the best brewer in the UK? That's such a difficult question to answer. I'll keep say Stewie Hazelden. Say me. Who's the best brewer in the UK? That's a really tough question. Who am I enjoying at the moment? I'll have to come back to that. That's a really tough question. I like Verdant. I got an answer. Probably Northern Monk Brewing Company. Probably. Or I've not had any Wylam stuff. Evil Cat. No, not Cloudwater or Verdant. I think it's probably Northern Monk. Oh, this is King of Eights. That was the beer I was meant to open up here. I picked up the wrong can. And I was going, yeah, I can get the whole Milan and I can get this. And I was drinking a different beer. Version 4, German Hop Edition, Brewdog King of Eights. This is a beer at, I don't know, 7.4% ABV. Let's get it open. We had 100 live viewers earlier on. I better get a clean glass. This one's definitely got whole Milan in. The reason why Northern Monk for me... Oh, hold on. There's another brewer. They own Small Bar in Bristol. What's the name of the brewery? They're killing it at the moment. They are absolutely killing it. There he is. Jenkins, he is. Yes, I agree. Northern Monk, they make great beers on different styles. Cloudwater can make a decent stout. What's that brewer from Bristol, guys? Comments. What's the brewer from Bristol? Not Daya. No. They're producing cans. What do you try Vernon? Don't tell us, guys. Hey, cheers, everyone. Hello. Lockapolly. No, I've not had any Lockapolly beer. I live in Wales, but I don't participate. But no, they own Small Bar. Somebody Google for me. Small Bar Bristol. They own a brewery as well. Me and Rob did a brand new can release. Left Hand Giant. Who said that? Kent Beer Reviews. There he is. Left Hand Giant. You're the man. That is exactly the brewery I was saying. For me, I reckon Northern Monk are brewing terrific beers. So Left Hand Giant. They are producing some stonking beers. And I met them as well. They're lovely people. I met him. I met Brian. I had a few pints with Brian. We got really drunk together. Left Hand Giant, yeah. What's up? What's up, Grant Cooper? How we doing? We have a big Oktoberfest party next weekend. Currently having 30 gallons of homebrew in our basement, fermenting, carbonating. That's by 21090 Brewing. Hello, 21090 Brewing. Mr. Ronald, what about Beavertown? They are awesome. Probably best supermarket beer. Probably Beavertown. Oh, then again, that Tesco stuff's pretty awesome at the moment, isn't it? Who brews that Tesco stuff? Beavertown. What about them? Yeah, yeah, you could say salad. You could say that. I had a few Beavertown beers in Cardiff with Mr. Elvis Appleford, if he's still watching, and we didn't really rate him. We were like, unless it was really old stuff, we were like, definitely not the same. Maybe that was a psychological, they've sold out, their beers changed, their beers now big beer. Maybe there was a bit of psychological warfare going on in our minds. Maybe it was just not that good anymore. The Neckel is not so good now. Jenkins. I remember Neckel. Neckel was a terrific beer. It really was a monumental beer. And this is the problem. I suppose there is a small problem with YouTube. And that is, if you watch a 4-year-old beer review of me drinking Beavertown's Neckel, you'll see me going, whoa, this is terrific. This is an amazing beer. You might go into the supermarket now. You may pick up that very same can of beer, and you might be going, oh, he's excited about this. I'm going to get my nose in it now. I'm going to, and you're going to go, what's he on about? The guy's stark raving mad. But I was drinking it when they were very small, very independent brewery. They were just canning, and it was terrific. It really was super fresh beer. What pubs do I recommend in Cardiff? I do a lot of drinking in Cardiff when I can, when the children are... my hair's all over the place now, look at it. Lots of it, mine, for nearly a 40-year-old, isn't it? 39 years of age, look at that. I had grey hair as well, but it all went away. I don't dye it either, it just went away. I don't know. Perhaps I'm so laid back, I'm like, I don't care, I've got grey hair. And it just thought, oh, well, we won't bother him. Best pubs in Cardiff. I've got to get this aroma. I gotta get the aroma before I get my gums into this one. There's a nice pub in Cardiff. There's a big thing on the wall with me. I'm on the wall. I'm at the big hand-drawn thing of me on the wall. It's called the Cambrian Tap. Go in the Cambrian Tap, have a look at the big beer wall with lots of different people on that beer wall, all the different bloggers, and you'll see me with my video camera. Centre of Cardiff, named up, written up in a pub. Really proud of that. It's a big moment for me. Other than that, City Arms, always a good pint. Always a good pint in the City Arms. I drink a lot in Brewdog in Cardiff. I buy a lot of their cans. I was in there last week buying their cans. Good stuff in Brewdog, although I do drink a lot of their guest stuff now. Other bars, Bellsbeth. Bellsbeth is a terrific bar by Crafty Devil Brewing Company, and Bellsbeth's bar is just killing it at the moment. Really, really good quality beers. Tiny Rebel, yeah, but they kind of like, I went all the way down there with Polish beer blogger Tomek Opira, and yeah, they were like too busy. Even though we arranged to go down and speak to these people at Tiny Rebel, they were too busy to speak to us, which was a real shame. And then as we were about to leave, they got up and started playing table tennis or table football, sorry. And like, they were like, not now. We play this every day. And it's a really important match of table football. And I thought, how rude. This guy's come all the way from Poland. I've come all the way from Barry, just down the road, come to see you. There we are, 80. Aylstein at 80. And yeah, they didn't have the time to speak to us. Really disappointing. Really disappointing. Then went to other breweries in Wales. Open arms. Open arms. They laid food out. We had a blooming good drink in each of these breweries, and we had a lot of fun. And we felt welcome. Didn't feel welcome at all in Tiny Rebel, so we left. We left. So I don't really go in there. I don't really go in their bar anymore. Their Tiny Rebel bar in Cardiff. All of it weird, if you ask me. All of it weird. I mean, they're a successful company. I like to think that I'm a semi-successful YouTuber talking about beer. You'd think that you would get together, wouldn't you, and talk and have some fun, and no idea. What Tiny Rebel said. Do you know they've probably set themselves up? They probably set themselves up to sell. A lot of people say that. I'll ask you. Here's the time for me to ask you guys a question. Straight as the chat goes away. Who, after Beavertown, do you think, hopefully Jenkins is still watching, who do you think is the next craft brewer to sell out to big beer? Answer the questions here. Right, while you do that, Brewdog, King of Eights, German hop edition, Hall Malone, Citra. Yeah, I can see that comment. I got to keep going. Because I'm kind of thinking the same thing. It's floral, fresh, mango-y, melony. Let's dive in. 7.4%. King of Eights by Brewdog. Again, I'm almost kind of lump in the throat time here. Almost proud of Brewdog in the fact that they have worked really hard. They've worked really hard to get rid of that Brewdog nasty taste, which I mentioned earlier. I won't go back into it. That I think Marston's has. You can taste every single Marston's beer. They will generally be the same. It was getting to the stage back at the beginning of the year where Brewdog's beers were becoming the same. You could have Punk, Nanny State, all of the what's the Jackhammer? What's the light one? A green label one, about 4%. I can't think of the bloody name of it now. What's that Brewdog beer? About 4%. Green label. What's it called? Dead Pony Club. Punk. It was all becoming the very same. This last 4 beers now from Brewdog, they've changed. They've become better. I'm kind of proud of them. I give them a lot of stick. I give Brewdog an awful lot of stick. I was asking James Watt and Martin Dickey to leave Brewdog. If you put Brewdog in the YouTube search, that video comes up top. The whole world. Just put in Brewdog in the YouTube search, and that video is top. And I'm almost like now, but that was at that time. That was at that very moment in time where, for me, they were producing terrible beer. I don't mind standing here now saying that this beer's good. Somebody asked me about... No, it was the Magic Rock thing. I've asked this question before. I did the whole live feed thing when Beavertown did sell out. It had a few thousand views. And... I asked the question then, who's next? Okay, Beavertown. Who'd have thought? Beavertown. Who's next? Everybody in that comment was like, Magic Rock. Tiny Rebel, Tiny Rebel, Tiny Rebel. Personally, I've been to Tiny Rebel. I think Tiny Rebel will be the next people to sell out. I know Richard Burhouse. Well, I've not seen him in years, but I've been out drinking with Richard Burhouse from Magic Rock. I've had an Indian with Richard Burhouse from Magic Rock. I knew Richard Burhouse when he was running mybrewerytap.com. Way back, me and Richard go. We have a lot of banter. We watched Cardiff City and Huddersfield Town battle their way in the Championship, made their way to the Premier League. Now we're like having, well, maybe I think he's left Facebook now, so we don't have so much banter anymore. But I imagine when we play each other in the Premier League, he's like, get that real old guy, I'll get that real old guy. So I know kind of Rich kind of well, and I can see it. I can see Magic Rock selling out to big beer. I'll be honest with you. Rich was like, when I was going to Green King, when I was going to the big brewers and interviewing them and filming them, when I was just starting out, he was just like, be careful, mate. Be careful, big beer. Be careful. Just, they're all like lovely. They'll buy you a meal, and he was just, be careful, be careful. So I can't. Very passionate about craft beer. Very passionate about his job, his company. I can't see Magic Rock selling out. I can see, as I mentioned, I've been to Tiny Rebel. I can see Tiny Rebel selling. I can see Tiny Rebel selling out tomorrow. They've got no time for no one. They know where they want to go, and they're getting there. They are getting there. Somebody's asked me about pink beer somewhere. Pink something. X4 pink bottles. Oh, these things. I had to jam them in. They're wine racks. And they're big fat bottles. So I had to almost whack them into place. I can't. They ain't coming out. They're from Rogue Ales, big fat bottles of beer. The top one's a chocolate peanut butter ale. They're all brewed for marketing. They're pink bottles, for goodness sake. They are brewed for reaction. Ha! We brewed a stupid pretzel strawberry peanut butter beer. That's what they did. The next one's grape Gorilla, terrible beer, really terrible. Bacon maple ale. They actually put bacon and maple in the ale. It was disgusting. And the pretzel, raspberry and chocolate ale. Again, terrible beer. It was all marketing. Rogue admitted it to me themselves. They said to me, yeah, we put terrible beer in big pink bottles. And I suppose it worked. So they're the 4 bottles in the background. That is Art Breaker. That's the answer. Where's my mate Jenkins? What about 4 Pure? 4 Pure have sold out. They were a technology-based brewer. They really knew technology. That's how they become quite big. I think they did a batch of beer with, was it Beavertown when they first canned beer? 4 Pure helped. They didn't have enough beer to put in. It's amazing to think that these days, now Beavertown is such a big company. But back in the day, I think it was Beavertown, they didn't have enough. They had too many cans. They had to buy a certain amount of cans to put a small amount of beer in. They had leftover cans. 4 Pure just started out, new company. They took up the rest of the canning line, put all of their labels on the cans, bit of a techie type beer company. And 4 Pure just went big straight away because the beer was okay, pretty good. And they were one of the first breweries after Beavertown to start canning 30 cans. That's the reason why 4 Pure kind of got to where they got very quickly is because they jumped on the canning run with Beavertown. So I was told anyway. I mean, I don't know. I'm from Wales. That's all going on in London. That's just what I was told. What version is the Brewdog beer? You're getting all geeky on me now, Craig. You're getting all geeky on me. Version 4, German hop edition. I don't know. What's the coolest bottle? I got 100. Do you want to see that? You want to see all my bottle openers? Do you want to see me do a? Look at this. You've seen this old. This is when Brian from Canada, BB Barfly. Look at this, and you see him on the internet. Oh, just crush my fingers. You see him on the internet doing all these cool stuff with these bottle openers. They're throwing them around, and spinning them on their heads, and doing all sorts of crazy stuff with them. But that is about 7-year-old. It was shiny and lovely when I had it. Union Jack flag. I don't mind. I suppose I'm from the Union Jack. This Spitfire one used to make a noise. Used to open it and it used to go, it sound like an aeroplane. Tacky. I got a really rare one. This is from Sharps. It's Sharps Breweries when they made the Connoisseur's Choice range of beers. Can you remember them? Won't focus. They made a range of beers, Connoisseur's Choice, and when Stuart's Howe was the head brewer, they gave him a free run on the brewery. He could do whatever he wanted. He produced Belgian ales, strong ales. He produced some really good stuff. Pardon me. And then he just got too big. The owner was like, no, we need all of that capacity to produce Doombar. Doombar was like 24 hours a day, 4 brews a day. I went down there, they were like, Doombar, clean it out, Doombar, clean it out. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Down in Rocking, Cornwall, they're producing Doombar. It's just Doombar. And probably Marston's or whatever else they're brewing it now. But when he was there, it was kind of the end of it all. Because he was the head brewer when they were still an independent company. When, what's the name? Was it Carlin? When who owns Carlin? Is it InBev? InBev bought this company and they let him play around for a few years with his Connoisseur's Choice. Really good, strong beers. Have a look on the channel, some of the videos. But then they just went, they cut it all away. So that's quite a rare bottle opener. You don't want to see any more bottle openers, do you? I tell you what I do. Let me show you. See up on the top there, can you see? That's a bottle of West Veteran 12 when I did my West Veteran 12 review. That's a bag of something. And I don't know if you can see, they're starting to fill up along the top here. When I get a branded bottle cap, I flick them up on the top. I've been doing that for 8 years, flicking bottle taps on the top of the units. And they're starting to like bank up. That's where I had to feed the electric for the cooker hood. I had to feed the electric. But you don't get it, you don't see it from my level, but you see it in the video. But yeah, there's the piles of bottle caps of feeder. So when I eventually pass away and they put a blue plaque on the front of my house and somebody goes in and goes, what a remarkable kitchen, you must say to them, you want to see what's on top? Millions of bottle caps. Slap a grand. Where did Stone the Crows come from? I gotta say, used to. I was a massive fan of Time Team. Remember Time Team on Channel 4? If you're watching from Europe, do you know Time Team? It's an archaeology program where they all drink bottles of ale and they dig the ground and dig up old mummies and stuff and Roman remains and stuff like that. Well, they had an archaeologist called, what was his name? Phil Harding. Phil Harding, this famous old archaeologist. And he would say when he found something really special, really rare, instead of going, Jesus Christ, look what I found, he would go, stone the crows, oh, stone the crows, look what I found, stone the crows. And I thought, I'm going to have that. I'm going to take that from television and I'm going to bring it to the internet. So yeah, I got that from Phil Harding from Time Team. What else have we got here? Marco, what do I think about finished beers? Google, YouTube, put it in the YouTube search, Finnish craft beer review, and you will see all of my reviews. There was a time, there was a guy called O'Kelly who used to watch all of my videos from Finland, and he would always send me Finnish craft beers. And I've reviewed probably 10, 20 beers from Finland. Really enjoyed them. Really, really good beers. Top stuff. Have I got a license for that? A license for what? Stone the Crows? Or a license for drinking? Or a license for my bottle openers? Or a license for what? What have I got a license for? Hey, hi, I'm okay. Ricky Fat? Ricky Fat? I'm okay. Cheers, Ricky Fat. I'm fine. Absolutely fine. The butterfly bottle opener. Stefan McCurley, any hidden gem breweries I recommend? Hidden gems. Do you know, if you have a local brewery that people say their beers are okay, go and try it. That's your hidden gem, is your local brewery. Go and visit them. Go and have a chat with them. Be all geeky. Buy some beer off them. You'll probably find they're very passionate about what they do. Unless they're at a very critical stage of the brewing process, they may not have time to talk to you. If you're lucky enough to go in when there's a bit of downtime, when they're chilling out, they'll probably be really passionate. They'll probably show you all their beers. They may even let you try some of their beers from the casks they got, or the kegs. So yeah, I would say go and the hidden gems is probably your local brewery around the corner from you. Lex Monster Machine, is your wall strong enough to hold that unit? Single skinner brick, that is. I live in what's called an old terraced house in Wales. Google terraced house Wales and you'll see the kind of house that I live in. When people come here, they're really shocked. They're really shocked. See the fridge there? See that fridge door there? There. Well, there's the wall. There. You got the fridge. Other side of the fridge is the wall. So the kitchen's not as big. People seem to think I live in some kind of mansion. Honestly, you get some people are like, oh, you live in a big house, you've got lovely glass cupboards and whatever. This kitchen is, yeah, it's okay. It's quite, you can see it's 1, 2, 3, probably 5 meters. And then I got a nice area to move around in, to do my reviews. But that's it. It's not a. It's a lean-to kitchen, terraced house that was built in 1878. It's a tiny little house. It's gonna have a blue plaque on the wall, though. It's gonna have a blue plaque. I'm pretty sure. How would you compare the American Treehouse Trillium beers compared to the European beers now? I think they are on par with them now. Probably, yeah. Northern Monk. A lot of people are raving about Northern Monk lately. It's good stuff. I've had Trillium. No, have I had Trillium? No, I've had another half. I've not had any Treehouse, not had any Trillium, and I'm not that. You know, there was a time in my career, in my beer reviewing career, as I like to call it, where I used to chase. I used to chase all them big beers, and I'd be going mad. Someone really come through the roof then. Must be my kids falling down the stairs or something. And they'd be going, I'd be going mad. I need this beer. I need this really rare beer. I need this really rare. That's all kind of gone. Do you know? Yeah, if this beer turned up on my doorstep, I'd be like, woo, yeah, let's get these really good beers done. But what I find with these breweries now is that they brew a beer once and they never brew it again. And for me, for search, this is a Google search engine. YouTube is a Google search engine. It's the second largest search engine in the world behind Google. It's no good for me. It's no good for me. When they produce a beer once, it's like being in a bloody hamster wheel, constantly running and running and running and running, and it just didn't work. I need beers like, say, this beer. I'm just going to pick up this beer here. That is produced. That is a really, really good beer from Belgium. It's produced all year round. So, and I finally got around to buying a bottle of this. I've not reviewed this either. Orval. I've not reviewed Orval yet. Orval, Brewery the Doctor, Coroner. Them beers around 24 hours of the day, 12 months of the year. Have I got all that right? 12 months of the year. So some Joe from Brussels will go into his beer shop. He'll pick up a bottle of that in February or March or April or May or June or July or August or September, October, November and December. Whatever month he picks them beers up. He may then go, let's have a little YouTube search. Let's see who's reviewed this beer. He might watch it. If I go and spend £7 on a can of Cloudwater, I got nothing against Cloudwater whatsoever. If I buy a £7 Cloudwater and I rave about this beer's the best beer in the world, I love this beer, and then in a month you can't buy it anymore. That's like a subscription for me. That's like Netflix. That's like paying £7 a month to Netflix. That's like you have to buy a beer off us every single month to be relevant. And I got a bit fed up of being in that hamster's wheel. So to the person who said, do I like Treehouse or Trillium or do I chase it? Not really. I'm not interested. Not interested. Not enough room in that kitchen to swing a crow. Look at that. I gotta watch I don't catch my arm on the extractor fan. Charlestown, how am I doing, Charlestown? It's really good. Had it about a year ago. Fool's Hardy Ales from Stockport in Greater Manchester. Not had any of their beers. I'd really like to try their beers. I'm going to ask him live. Jenkins, live, while you're watching. If I review 14 beers in a week, do you mind so much if I chuck a food review in? Do you, just a big sloppy burger? do you mind that much? Because as I mentioned, I think we had a conversation about this on YouTube one day. I am actually starting to run out of beers to review. I review 2 a day, 7 days a week, 364 days of the year. I have Christmas Day off. Christmas Day, I won't post nothing. And it's just a bit of a traditional thing that I just never turn the internet on. I just wake up in the morning, start cooking, play with the kids, start cooking the dinner, start drinking beer, and then before I know it, I wake up on Boxing Day. So I never get a chance really to upload a video, or not upload, but release a beer review on YouTube. So it's that one day of the year where I don't release a video. No, I know. So a man's kind of weak. I know, but it's like Yeah, I am actually starting to run out of beers to review. There will come a time where I go, oh, shit, I got nothing in my kitchen. Nothing in my kitchen to review. So it's like, what do I do? What do I do when I run out of beer? So it's a bit of a transition. I mentioned on the channel when I hit 20,000 subscribers and 5 million, something like that, some big milestone I reached. I don't remember. I got a brain like a bag of ash browns. I mentioned something about I need to start integrating food into my channel. So I started integrating food into my channel. First of all, very slowly. So now I'm kind of doing it a little bit more often because it's an art. When you've got a mouthful of food and you're really, do you know the biggest part is I wait until I'm really hungry. So you may watch if you have a little watch on my KFC, what's it called? Dirty Louisiana or something like that. I only did it yesterday, but I was like, I had this, and I was like, it's beer o'clock, real ale craft beer and food o'clock, and I'm really hungry and so to eat. It's you gotta watch my mouth. I'm like, I'm starving. I'm really bloody hungry. I'm starving hungry, and I should do it when I got a little bit more control. Maybe before I drive down to KFC, maybe eat a couple of Rich Teas. Have a couple of Rich Teas biscuits just to settle the old starvation problems, and then go to and sort out my diabeticness down KFC's. So I have the beer ready. I have the tripod ready with the camera on, and then I come in, and yeah, it's like I'm rattling. You know when you're rattling hungry for food. I've been at Brecon. I was at Brecon Beacons all morning doing some job, and then I come back down, and I was like, all right, I'll get this review done. It's lunchtime. I timed it. I had some breakfast. I thought, yeah, I'll be fine. I've had some breakfast. I was like, I need this burger. I'm bloody starving. do a Rich Tea review. I should do, shouldn't I? Rich Tea, Dunkin'. What about a video? Top 5 biscuits to dunk in your tea. Do you know what's going to win? Hobnob. You can guarantee you stick an hobnob, you can leave it in your tea. You can leave it in your tea all day long. You pull that bugger out, you'll be able to wave the thing, shake it around. It won't snap, it won't break. I buy my Rich Tea biscuits in Aldi or Lidl, and then buggers, they just break up in my tea. They're just everywhere. It's like, oh God, I gotta drink the bottom now. So when you get the bottom and it's like all the Rich Tea's all sloppy in the bottom. Yeah, a bit like that. Somebody's called me a fucking wanker. Let's show that. Let's do that. You see that? Cuba B! You wonker. Hey, you can have your own opinion. I don't mind. You have your opinion. I'm too old and tough to worry about comments on YouTube. German lager from Brewdog. I'll ask again. Dunkin' Twix is awesome. Do you know what they reckon? Deeply music. I want to talk to you about this Twix thing. They reckon if you bite the end of it, oh no, it's a Kit Kat in there. If you bite the end of a Kit Kat and then you turn it around and bite the other end, you can actually put the Kit Kat in your tea and use it as a straw. That's what they reckon you can do with a Kit Kat. It'll suck up through the wafer, and the chocolate's enough to keep the hot liquid going up. It's like sucking up your Kit Kat through your tea. I'll have to try it with a Twix. Maybe do a reviewer's choice review. Have I tried Pistonhead Haze Lager? No. I've had Pistonhead Lager, and I've had another lager type thing from Pistonhead. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was the Haze. I can't quite remember. I think he was outing himself. Flat. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I've had piston heads, flat tire. That was it. God, you guys got better memories than me. I need you guys these days. I really need you just to keep the old cogs going on in my head. Tim Tam is the original Australian version. Oh, the Kit Kat. Is it really? Oh, that's interesting. Schafhofer grapefruit. I have to try that one. Do a review live of something so we can all comment. Okay, something live. Right, somebody wants me to do something live. I've already poured this. Do I pour my last beer and rush it? It's only 8:30. I got another hour here. I was going to give myself a few hours with this live feed. I really enjoy them. I get lots of comments, lots of people watching. 59 likes. If you want to hit that like button, you see it on YouTube, don't you? Boom, boom, give us a like, give us a like, give us a like, give us a like, give us a like. No, look at that, we got two likes. Brilliant. 103 likes. We have had 4 likes, 103 live viewers. Isn't that incredible? Absolutely bloody incredible. Should grab a camera, show us what beers you can buy, and show us around the supermarkets and what shite to avoid. Over time, you should see the craft ales getting bigger. Craft versus shite updates. We could do. A drink along. Tell us the beers first. We all buy. Then it takes. Do you know that's a really good thing. Drink along. Hashtag drink along. Jenkins, you're the man. Jenkins, you're the man. We're going to do a drink along. I tell you what. You in the comments box. As long as they're relatively easy to find, I'm not going to go chasing beers from Antarctica. I'm not doing that, guys, okay? So, just to warn you, I'm not going to go chasing beers in Antarctica. Reasonable 4 beers I can get, you can get, we'll do a drink along. Do you want to do that? We'll do a drink along live on YouTube. Come on in, guys. 4 beers. 4 beers, easily accessible. We can all get, we'll have a drink along. Let's do it. Comments. Go for it. Sean 87, Simon, I'm a huge fan. Watch every video you release. I'd love to see you review some beers by Burning Soul Brewery, who are based in Birmingham. Stunning beer. Keep it up. Love the channel. Thank you very much, Sean. That is really, really lovely. 87, I'm 79. I'm 39, 87. I'll make you 28, 27, 28. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Drink along. Brewdog drink along. Boston, yeah, no, I need 4. I need 4. George, I need 4. So, yeah, I can get a Boston Tea Party. That's 1. Oh, I see what you're doing. You don't want a name for, I see. Okay, so we'll go with that. We'll do Boston Tea Party. I can get that. Northern Monks, Northern Star from the core range. Can I buy that in the supermarket? That is a question directly to Jager. Can I get Northern Monks, Northern Star from a supermarket? Is it Sainsbury's, Asda, Tesco? Where can I get that beer? Fuller's London Porter. I'll take that. I'll take that. So far, we got 3 beers. Let's have a look. Harbour Brewery. They brew quite a few. Orval is one of the best beers in the world. I've had it on tap, keg, cask in Belgium, in Brussels, in a bar. Terrific. Absolutely terrific beer. Spettle then. Really? I'm waiting for Jenkins. I'm waiting for him to give his suggestion. Because it was his idea to do this, and I'm just waiting for him to do. Location, Love and Hate from Tesco. Boom! There's our 4th beer. 4 beers. We'll do a drink along. Where were they? Boston Tea Party. Fuller's London Porter. Life and Death. Love and Hate. Love and Hate. And and the Northern Star. The Northern Star from Northern Monk. We'll do a drink along with them 4 beers. But please, do you know when it's all done and dusted? I've had a drink. You know where this is going, guys. You know, I'm going to forget. it goes in here, whoop, whoop, and it comes out there. Gone. It's like a wasteland. In between is a wasteland. So what you need to do in a video or two's time, when I'm not drunk and I'm not forgetful, if some of you can put down in the comments them 4 beers that I suggested, put them in the comments box, then sure, I'll organise a drink along and I'll hashtag it drink along with you guys. We'll get a date together. We'll drink and we'll organise a time to open each beer. Maybe like 7 o'clock beer 1, 7:30 beer 2, 8 o'clock beer 3, 8:30 beer 4. We'll have half hour. We'll talk. We'll have a laugh. A bit like today. Doesn't have to be like super strict. Say 29. We need to move to the next beer. It doesn't have to be really strict, but we can have some fun. But you need to remind me. You need to remind me. I thought you were a bit pissed. Bit pissed. Bit tired. I took my wife to the airport, the bus station this morning at 1:30 a.m. Still going. I'm still going. yeah. Checking. Yes, what are the beers again? I love it. Love it. Can someone post these 4? Oh, I'm like, loving it. You see that then? I didn't even mean to do that. Sorry, guys. Stupid idea. Okay. Stewie's changed his name. I really like that. Stewie, Evil Cat Brewing Company. Well done, Stewie. I got you now. I'm with you. And a burger. A burger along. Yeah. 4 beers and a burger. Yeah, totally. That'll get my neck even redder. Hi there from Italy. Get 2 of each then. What is the strongest beer you've had? I've had the world's strongest beer, 65% ABV. Actually, I recorded it, said it was 65% ABV. It actually turned out a few months later, it was about 15%. It was by Brewmeister. It was called Brewmeister Armageddon. There was a lot of controversy about it. I believe they're still brewing, but they export all of their beer because everybody now in the UK realizes how much of a fake company Brewmeister was in the end. Dirty people. Why would you do that? I should brew a clone of your favorite beer. That would be like some monster Norwegian, Scandinavian style imperial stout. That's probably my favorite style of beer. Big, thick, Lervig type Conrad stout. That engine oil imperial stout. That's my favorite style of beer. I could crack one open now. Oh, as it happens, I got something called 10-ton truck. That was nice. This is 10-ton truck by Brewdog, and it is a Black Forest edition, 10% ABV. What style is it? Is it Imperial Stout? It's been brewed with honey, vanilla, and cherry. The hops are Cascades. The malts, oh, look at these malts. There's about 6 or 7 different malts here. We got Cara, Crystal, Brown, Pale, Chocolate, and Chocolate Wheat. Oh, wow. Brewdog, you're absolutely changing my mind forever about them horrible thoughts I had about you. They haven't actually released the style. Low down talk. They've not. They've talked about cocoa. They've talked about fruit. They've talked about vanilla. They've talked about chocolate. They've talked about the intensity, how layered it is, how dark it is, stewed fruits, coffee, mocha, almond. They talked about everything apart from the style. Is this an imperial porter? Is this an imperial stout? It doesn't say. Just 10%. I bet by now you guys are commenting, screaming at me, it's a porter! It's a stout. It's a porter. It's a stout. What is it? What's the difference? None. I suppose. We just get it open. Look at me. Look at my hair. It's all over the place. I need my haircut. That truck. Oh, come on. For goodness. Come on, Google. So, Alan Steiner 80's comment has been held for review. I'm going to reveal his comment. That truck can kill you. It's relevant to the bloody beer, and he's had his comment. Sorry, it wasn't me doing that. That was Google's algorithms saying that you can't kill you in a comments. Crazy. What's the world coming to? We won't be able to swear next. We won't be able to swear. Here we go. Nice bit of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass then. Oh, look at this, guys. Brewdog at its very best. If this turns out to be a stunning, stunning beer by Brewdog, then please break it out from this fanzine thing. Make it its own thing. Yeah, do Brewdog have a permanent Imperial Stout? Why? Maybe this could be... It's late. It's 9:15. Red eyes, red cheeks, red neck. 2-finger tan-coloured head, jet black beer in the glass. Should we get the aroma? That looks freaking nice. Wake up. Wake up. Oh my goodness me. Wow, Brewdog, you really kind of like... Where is James Watt? Come on, James Watt, where are you? Do you know when I was really slating James Watt? First of all, by now you've realised that all of the beers tonight have been terrific from Brewdog. They've been really good quality. This is not me having a go at Brewdog. This is me going back, raking over the coals a little bit, talking about what went on back in the day. When I was really critical of James Watt and Brewdog, he was speaking to me on Twitter. We were having like a private messaging weird gaylord thing on Twitter, me and James Watt. And I suppose I was being critical, and he wanted to kind of address why I was being so critical about his beers. But now, here I am saying, James Watt, your beers are terrific. Where are you? Where are you, James? He's just okay. I don't know what that says, but I'm going to allow it anyway. Yeah, come on, James. Come on, just bravo. You like our beer? Anything. Just say hi. Anything over here in the comments box. Where are you, James Watt? I'm liking your beers again. Aroma. Almonds, nuttiness, coconut, Black Forest Gatto, chocolate, coffee, caramel. It's insane. It's insane. If I close my eyes and realised that this was a blind taste test and this could be a beer from anywhere in the world, I would look at this and I would go, this is surely from Scandinavia. This is surely a Scandinavian style Imperial Stout / Imperial Porter. Yet, it's a 10% 10-ton truck from Brewdog. And I bet if this is big and if this is massively successful, they will roll this beer out into full-time production. Do dive in. Cheers. I'm doing it live. I'm doing it live. I really am. It's coming. I'm feeling it. Stone the Crows! Stone the Crows! What a terrific, terrific beer by Brewdog. Can't believe I'm doing this just 10 months after I was slating the brewery for being one of the worst beer producing beers companies in the world. Now, 10 months later, I'm standing here saying this is probably one of the best imperial style dark beers, whether it be a porter or a stout that I have ever tried on the channel. What a turnaround! What a turnaround! I almost feel like the guy that starts the Formula One on Sky Sports F1 when he goes lights out and away we go. Incredible. Absolutely incredible beer. Well done, Brewdog. Well done, Brewdog. Where are we? 1 hour 30. Somebody. If you know James Watt, tell him 1 hour 30. Watch this review. Somebody knows him, surely. Unless he's a vampire. I don't know. It's thick. It's viscous. It's full of vanilla. It's full of chocolate. It's full of berry. It's full of coffee. The mouthfeel. The beer is like a 10-ton truck in your mouth. It just sits there. Can you imagine having a 10-ton truck in your mouth? It won't want to move. It's just stuck there. Like Hector Salamanca on Breaking Bad. Ding, 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 ding. You know, nothing's working, nothing's moving. You've got this sludge, you've got this slick sludge in your mouth. It's big, it's fat, it's bold, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful beer. Look at the lacing, guys. Look at the lacing on the glass. Insane. Insane. I don't know where to start. I kind of started. I'm kind of like blown myself out now. I'm like against the ropes now. I'm like an old dead boxer. I burnt myself out. I've given you the big bashing show. I give you my last, and now I'm knackered. But no, coming back, turning the mind on again. I had a little relapse there. Maybe a few seconds of nothingness come through. Lots of coffee, lots of caramel, lots of biscuit, lots of fruit, dark fruits, berry, plum, prune, raisin, coconut, vanilla, almond, almond. The mouthfeel for me is what is making this beer terrific. It's just sitting there. It's just the best imperial stouts for me, the best porters for me, the imperial porters. The best ones just sit, on you. But I don't want to go anywhere. It's like having, like drinking a bottle of vegetable oil. You can't clear that fat. It's not fat. You know where I'm coming from, guys. It's just a mouthfeel. It's just thick and fat and bold, and it just wants to sit there forever. While it's sitting there forever, it's releasing espresso coffee and vanilla and almond and plum and prune and fig and everything else that's associated with a really, really good imperial stout or an imperial porter. Love it. Absolutely love it. This is better than Pornhub. I watch Pornhub. Do I search for in Pornhub? Massive. It's Jesus similar. I'm that living shit, man. What is it? It's Jesus. Yeah, Lervig. I'm a massive fan of Lervig. Comments are gone. What's going on with the comments? It was pulling the beers. If I was pulling the beers, I'm going to show that. You know, when you're in a... So you're trying to say, Andy, you're trying to tell me you wouldn't serve me. Is that what you're saying? You wouldn't serve me. What you got to remember, Andy, is 81 people have liked this video. 113 people are watching. If I was to stand here going, the beer has roasted malt, toffee, biscuity, aromas, chocolates, maybe a touch of caramel, I'd have about 2 viewers. 2 viewers. And I'd have about 5 likes. You have to be an entertainer. If you're going to be, I get it all the time. I'm a YouTuber because I want to put my beers on YouTube. I want to make a video of it. And I think it's the wrong idea. What are you bloody well doing? What are you thinking? I'm a YouTuber because I see myself as part entertainer. I see myself as hell. I'm not even an actor. I'm not even never done any kind of drama school or drama school, anything like that. I've never been in theatre, but doesn't mean I don't have a passion for what I do. I think you have to have a passion for what you do. You have to evolve that passion into a bit of Mr. Entertainer. If you can't be Mr. Entertainer, if you can't hold a crowd of people like I'm holding here, then what's the point? What's the point in you doing what? If you want to list beers somewhere on the internet, go to Untapped, and then just drink your beer, take a photo. I've got no problem with that, by the way. I've got no problem with that whatsoever. In fact, I use Untapped myself. What I'm trying to say is, where was he? Someone there said something about he wouldn't serve me in his pub. It's not about me being drunk. This is about me being entertaining. Goodness sake. Oh, it is again. You've had enough, son. Yeah, okay. I could go. Oh, I've had enough to drink now. I've had enough to drink now. I'm really tired. I'm gonna turn off this live feed and I'm gonna head off to bed. I could do that. Or I could just stay. And we could have some fun. Why not? We got 111 people watching and 86 likes. Can we get that, by the way? 100 likes. Can we get that to 100 likes? That would be amazing. Just to keep my 91. Here we go, 91. Just to keep my self-esteem. That's his self-esteem. Just to keep the self-esteem going. Because, come on, Andy. I'm a drink, you fuckers. Oh, here we go. What's this now? I'm going to show you guys Andy T. Here we go. I'm a dub. I'll drink you under the table. Do you know what? I like the fact that, okay, we're 99. Who's going to be the 100 like? 100 likes. Who's going to be 100 likes? Yes! Stung the crows. I tell you what, Andy, all thumb in pie, tongue in cheek. That's it, tongue in cheek. You're leaving a smiley face on each comment, which means, yeah, there's a lot of tongue in cheek. You're having a bit of fun, yeah. I can understand that. You're part of the show. You're part of it. Stephen, I'm passionate. Thank you very much. Let no one tell you you've had enough. Do you know what I know when I've had enough? I know when I've had enough when I'm laying down on my kitchen floor and I wake up freezing cold at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's when I know I've had enough beer. Timber floor, terraced house, 3 o'clock in the morning, mid-November. That's when I know I've had enough beer. At 3 in the morning, I wake up and I go, oh, Christ, whoa, where's the crisps? That 10-ton truck might have hit. Do you know, it might have done. It might have done. You can see. I think I can see myself in the mirror or in the webcam, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it the mirror. I can see myself in the mirror, and yeah, I can. You know, got some of these. What's this here? What they call that? Do you know the what I look at is if these two red bits. Do you know when they join in the middle, and I have a red nose? That's when you're in trouble. You know you're in trouble when you got a big fat red nose. You know you're in trouble. I got the red neck. I got the red cheeks. Just need the red nose now. Just to line it all up, and then I know I'm a true alcoholic. Oh, blimey. 10-ton hangover tomorrow. Get back under the table. No, say rant on. Charles Dunn, we prefer Peter Kay of Beer Review World. Very, very real and fun. Thank you very much, Charles Dunn. Hello, Simon. Hello, Blazer Newin. Hello, Blazer Newin. How are we doing? I think maybe you're from Wales, Poland, Wales, maybe. Mel, what's the score tomorrow? Friendly match, Spain versus Wales. I'm going to watch that. I'm definitely going to tune into that one. I really am. We got a great crop of lads coming through. I'm not a pervert in any way. I love my football. We've got a really good bunch of lads coming through with the Welsh football team. They are going to, in the years to come, they're going to kick some ass. They really are. We haven't made a World Cup final since 50-something, 54, 56, 58. I don't know, one of those years. I know it's an even number. But we're gonna make a World Cup soon with this squad. Ethan Ampadu, Gareth Bale, Aaron Ramsey. Oh, we got some terrific players. We just need a World Cup qualifying to happen. Oh, wait a minute, we just had one. But no, Ryan Giggs has come in. I'll be very quick with this because a lot of you guys are not from Wales. And I'll be very quick with this. Are you from Poland? There we are. Tento Trabini. Where was I? Football. Yeah, I'm just going to finish it. We got a really promising future. Okay. Ian Rash. Yeah. Ian Rash. YouTube. Morton. Hey, how we doing, Morton? Yeah, YouTube for me. Another Budweiser. I don't have any Budweiser. I'm sorry. I've got some. See the door? You can just see the door. I have got a really rare beer from Norway. Do you want to see this beer? Apparently, I don't believe it. Apparently, if I auctioned this beer off, I only got it last month while I was in Bergen at the Bergen Craft Beer Festival 2018. Apparently, if I auctioned this off on eBay, I get £250 for this beer. £250, that's insane. It's Dark Horizon. There's the Nurgly. Oh, and another one. Hansa. Nurgly, Hansa. This is Dark Horizon number 1. There's a bottle of Dark Horizon number 1. Apparently, if I auctioned that on eBay, I get 250 quid for this beer. It's insane, man. There's people with money out there. People with real money. They pay this money for the beer. You know, pop that open. Yeah, I'll be like that in the morning. Oh, fucking. There goes my 250 quid. Hansa, I gotta put that in, just a bit of fun. If you don't know by now, Nurgneo are now owned by Hansa, so I'm gonna put my Hansa bottle opener in there, then my Nurgneo one, and put this back in the cupboard. No one's looking where this is. Christmas beer. Is it too early? Can I talk about Christmas beer? shall I show you what's going to be out on the 24th of December? Take a breath. 2018. Is this Rogue Brewing's Santa's Private Reserve. It's a Belgian dark ale with cherries and raspberries. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That should be really terrific. 36 IBUs, 8% ABV. That's my Christmas beer. That'll be the beer that carries me over only the one day when I don't upload a video. That goes from Christmas Eve to Boxing Day. I don't upload on Christmas Day. It's just a weird kind of tradition I got. I should really. Imagine all them children. I'm like the child catcher off Mary. Is it Mary Poppins? No. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I'm like the child catcher on Chitty Chitty. Come on, children. You know, when they open their iPads at Christmas. Whoa, what are we going to look at on YouTube today? And they're like, well, watch this beer channel. So I should really, on Christmas Day, upload on Christmas Day, shouldn't I? I should release a video. Why don't I? I'm so evil. I'm so bloody evil. Comments. No, don't open that. No, of course. Still have number 5. No, I'd never had number 5. No, I never had that one. That's a white whale. Yeah, exactly one of those. Watch him drop it. He already has a beanie. What the fuck? What's a beanie? Is you talking about my hairstyle? Are you guys talking about my hairstyle? I double dare you and tea. Marco, Simon, drink Dark Horizon direct from the bottle. Can you imagine? Imagine all them people. They'd be outraged, wouldn't they? Absolute outrage. It'd be like Jeremy Clarkson driving around in a Ferrari with flat tires doing a review. Wouldn't that be? It'd be like that, wouldn't it? Not even bothering pumping up the tiles, just straight out the bottle. Beanie, vocation, love and hate is drink along. Back to the drink along. It's going to happen. I just need somebody to remind me in the morning of all them beers I agreed to do a drink along with. Longrio was a nicer label back then. Just saying. Yes, Simon. Yes, please, Simon. Christmas beer. Great. I'll do it. Yeah, okay. This year I'm going to break my duck. I'm going to break my tradition. I won't open my presents for my children. I'll go to my computer. I'll tell the children, hold on, children, while I release this video. and I'll get a video released for Christmas Day. Let's do it. One's 11, one's 8, one's 16. They don't care about Christmas now anyway, do they? Do they really? I don't know. What's my preferred IBU? Depends on style. Depends on style. If it's an Imperial Stout, maybe 50 IBUs. If it's a double IPA from America, then it depends what mood I'm in. I may want a New England IPA that's just super juicy and fresh and lovely, or I may want to go old school. American old school, and have one of them terrific ramped up smashing palate killing 100 IBU American double IPAs. They're just, when you get them beers fresh, even to this day, I love it when my palate's being torn to bits by a 100 IBU beer. Why not? We're all Vikings, we're all blooming crazy people at the end of the day. Anybody who's drunk as much beer as we all have on this channel, all of you together, you've all watched along, you've all drunk the same beer, obviously. You've all gone, I need to try this beer, I need to try that beer, I need to try that beer there, I need to try Tuesday's beer. You've all obviously drunk the same beer as me, and you want to just, sometimes you want to rampage your palate to bits, don't you? You want to just kill your palate. Beerwolf have released an Advent pack already. For Christmas, dressed as Santa, Christmas beer, tick. That's some strong beer. It is a strong beer. Simon is just down the sink the Bismack. If I down the sink the Bismack, I'll be talking about November, 2 o'clock in the morning, waking up on the floor, freezing cold. Do you know, is it maybe Marco? Are you still watching Marco? Can a couple of you, maybe I'm dancing. You know what that means when I'm dancing? I'm dancing. It's only 9:05. I want to carry on this live feed for as long as possible. But, like any good man out there, I need to break the seal. Do you guys mind ever so much? Still got half a beer. I will be back, but I need to go and break the seal. I need to go and have a Jimmy Riddle. I'll be back in 2 minutes after my Jimmy Riddle. If by any, what's the old rhyme? If you miss while you piss, beer sweet and wipe the seat. I'll be back now. We still got 115 live people. Thank you very much for staying around. Let's have a look at some of the piss jokes. Nice getting where you want to go. She says, nice bit of smoke on the opening when he ends it. Oh, do you reckon? Nice bit of smoke. So what do we do now? I love it. I love it. This is not TV, guys. This is not TV. This is the internet. I nearly said just the internet. How dare I say that? We are the future. If somebody is sole producing, this is just me. I don't have a producer over there. I don't have a cameraman over there. This is webcam, me, drank 4 beers, need to go for a pee. You guys hung around for it. That is amazing. You guys hung around while I had a wee. That is proper internet television at its finest. Don't go to sleep, Simon, please. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if I'll just go to bed? The life would be going. I wake up in the morning, come down for my coffee, and there'll be 115 people been waiting 10 hours for the live feed. Simon's doing a doping test. Maradona. Can you imagine me driving a car now? Think I could drive on a test track? A test track. Lights out and away we go after 4 Imperial strength beers. Be all over the shop, won't I? Hopefully it's not a fleshy blood orange when I have a wee. Yeah, well, no, definitely not a fleshy blood orange. Definitely not one of those. No. This is amazing. It's steaming. Yeah, I'm starting to admit that I might be steaming. It might be time to break up the crisps. It might be time to. Well, friends, let's start where we'll come from. Sitting countries. Yeah. Those burgers are coming out. Pembrokeshire, Wales. Chief Brody. Hello. Did you wipe my boots? No, it's not. No, just when you break. Have you not heard of the saying "broke the seal"? When you break, when they say you broke the seal, oh, I broke the seal. Now, when you go in a pub, we'll all meet up in a pub. We'll all drink 2 pints, yeah. We're all chatting, and then it's the old joke comes out. I gotta break the seal. You know what? You can wait 2 hours in a pub drinking to have your first pee. It's every 20 minutes after, isn't it? You like that? Every 20 minutes, you're back and forth that loo. Your first beer, maybe 2 hours. 2 hours. It's called breaking the seal. So no, I didn't need to go for a number 2, for goodness sake. Simon, have I ever thought about writing a book about the best beer I've ever tried? Do we want to go there? Lex Monster Machine. Should we go there about my thoughts on beer writers? Do we really want to go down that avenue? I've had a drink. I might upset a few people. I might upset a few dinosaurs. Should we go there? I'll be very quick. Why on earth, and I hope you don't mind me being frank with you, why on earth would I want to write a book on beer when I've got 109 people watching live, all of these wonderful comments coming through? There's so many people writing books. There's some YouTube channels that have come out and I might as well just say no, haven't I? They've come out, they've been successful on YouTube. Do you know what they think is even more successful than YouTube is to go and write a book? They've gone and written a book. They've gone and written 2 books or 3 books. And ultimately they think they're really successful because they've gone on and they've written books. It angers me. It really friggin' well angers me. It's 104 now. We're 109. I've upset some people. I do apologize. They've left. Okay. Shit happens, yeah? There's people live watching. Do you know, when I think of technology, Henry VIII, was he the first person to generate newspapers? He was the first person to have like a template and to write books and shit. That was like fucking 400 years ago. 400 years ago. It's like Grant Cooper. Look at Grant Cooper's comment. No, I'm not talking about Tomac. I'm not talking about Tomac Capita. I'm talking about a British channel that's been very successful on YouTube. They thought that the best thing they could do to enhance their successfulness would be to write a book, and they couldn't be further from the truth. They couldn't be. It's just wrong. It's wrong. This experience we're having now is the ultimate, for me, the ultimate technology. I mean, you can't do this on TV. You go and turn your television on. Go and pick up your book, right? Tell me in your book where you can have live comments coming through and you can answer to your live comments while you're reading the book. It's not possible. Even on ebooks, not possible. Go and switch on your television and have the same interaction that we're having right now through your television. It's not possible. It's one way. It's an opinionated, one-way session. You read a book, you're reading somebody's opinion. You watch a TV show, you're listening and watching to somebody's opinion. You listen to the radio, you're listening to somebody's opinion. I can give my opinion right now, right here. I can be the biggest asshole in the world right now. And I'll lose all these lovely people. All these lovely people who have liked and watched my video. I'll lose that. And on the right-hand side here, you people will start calling me an asshole. Right here. So no, I don't want to write a book. And I've mentioned recently, no. If the offer came through, no. Somebody said, if the BBC came along and offered you a contract for television, would I go? No, no, no. I'm going to stay here, keep investing 2 videos a day. 2 videos a day on the channel every single day, apart from Christmas Day. Christmas Day, I'm going to do 1. I promise you guys 1 video. I'm going to invest all of my time, all of my effort here on YouTube because it's the future. For me, it's the future. Look at this interaction right here down the side. You don't get that from books. You don't get that from TV. I'm starting to bore you, and I'm starting to rant a little bit. Should we just read some comments? Still not as drunk as Thomas Capira during his last live session. I love Thomas. Me and Thomas Capira, we're like good mates. We are really like good mates. He's a toply. He's a toply. He's a top guy. He's a top guy. Rant it up, says Kenny. Write a book. I can't read. Brilliant, brilliant. Jenkins, I love that. I love that. The Craft Beer Channel. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Jamie Oliver. Jamie Oliver. Every 33 person in the UK writes the book. Every 33rd person in the UK writes a book. Honestly, Mr. Putler Gollum, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with people writing books. I don't have a problem with people thinking that Twitter is the ecosystem of the internet. Some people do. Some people do. I've not got a problem with that whatsoever. I really don't. My thoughts, my feelings are that YouTube is the future. And then one of these days, all of the people that think Twitter is the lo and behold are going to have a light bulb moment. All of the people who want to go on Saturday Kitchen and talk about beer for maybe what? 1 minute, 30 seconds of the whole week of television. They want to go on a Saturday cooking program for 1 minute 30 and talk about beer. I've got no problem with that at all. There's some other Sunday. I don't watch television. I do not, as a rule, I do not watch television. Apparently there's some TV channel on a Sunday that you see people on Twitter boasting. I've made it onto TV. I've done it with my life's ambitions. my life's ambitions. I've made it onto Twitter on a Sunday when every fucker's in bed. Yeah, that's right. I've made it onto the television. And I talked about beer for 30 seconds on the television. And I'm going to make a difference. By God, I'm going to make a difference. No. No. No, 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 no. Rant. I'm here forever, Simon. A lot of this in Polish. A lot of people were speaking in Polish. What's your thoughts about camera? And yes, I've seen a new video. I just received my camera's Good Beer Guide 2019. Not leaving you. You're too funny. Cheers. Kenny, my views on camera, they're changing. They're changing. They have realized that if they just wanted to sell cask beer at their festivals, that other people will go. And it's exactly the same as what we've just been talking about, only that people haven't realized it yet, Twitter people, is that if they just sold cask camera at their festivals, people will spend their hard-earned cash, their allotted small amounts of time. They will go to places like Craft Beer Rising, the Manchester Beer Festival, Beavertown's Beaver Extravaganza. They will go and spend their time, which is more important than money, by the way. They will go and, first of all, spend their time and then their money at these keg festivals. So Camera have gone, let's sell some keg. And I think they've done a really good job. I don't go to many Camera festivals. I don't make my way to York and Manchester and London to go to all these different Camera festivals, but I will go to my local Welsh one because it's 7 miles down the road, and my train station, because I live in an old terraced house, as I mentioned to you 2 hours ago, my train station is 200 yards away. 200 yards. I can jump on the train. I can be in Cardiff in 15 minutes. I can be drinking cask beer from Camera or keg beer from Camera. And my thoughts, you've asked, my thoughts are that I was genuinely excited to try some of this keg stuff. And I thought, well done, Camera. You've taken a lot of stick. People have kind of pushed you to the corner. They've given you a couple of bombs, and you've gone bum, and you've gone, whew, we'll give you some keg. We'll give you some keg beer. And that's exactly what they've done, and it worked. It worked. It was a really big success. And I'm glad, and I hope that they move forward with this. Because let's think about it. If Camera was an organization in Spain, if Camera was an organization in Italy or America or anywhere else in the world, then generally in these countries they serve beer in keg. Spain, Italy, France, America, it's all keg beer, basically. Camera wouldn't exist in any other country other than the UK. So they've thought to themselves, actually, if it's a decent product, if it's a good beer, who cares what it's served out of? Be it cask or keg or whatever, can or bottle. Who cares? Growler. Give me a growler, a good beer. I don't care as long as it's good beer. Right, let's see what... So true. Thank you very much. Twitter is toxic in person. Not incredible. Because I'm not objective to drink. By the time I wasn't welcome to drink. Marble Beer told you that you wasn't welcome to drink their beer? Really? Wow. Marble Beers must be high on their high horse to be able to say that to you. That's a terrible thing. That's a terrible thing. Twitter is just a weird... Twitter, again, The reason why I don't use Twitter, I'll be perfectly honest, I use Twitter to spread a link. I'll go on Twitter, I'll go watch my YouTube video. If you don't want to watch, okay, it's fine, I'm going. Do you think I scroll through Twitter? All those bloody... I speak to European bloggers. I speak to European brewers. Nobody on the continent, nobody in the EU understands Twitter. Chronological order. Basically, right, if somebody tweets a really good article about beer, it falls down very quickly with all the mush that goes on Twitter. It's like a bad Reddit. So the guy that spends 6 hours on a blog, or the guys that spend 6 hours on a video on YouTube and spreads his link on Twitter, within a matter of minutes, it's gone. It's in the dumpster of all the rubbish that people tweet about on Twitter, complaining to Marks and Spencers that they haven't had their mobile phone that they bought, or they haven't had their Christmas paper or their wrapping paper that they ordered just 2 minutes ago. It hasn't been delivered yet. Just insane. Twitter is an insane platform that I will never understand. But yet, and I'll mention this, the beer writing community in the UK swear by it. They swear by Twitter. See me rolling my hair back now? It's almost like, what the hell? What the hell are you thinking? Simon, what beer will you drink now? I'm still drinking this 20-ton Crane Driver Tower beer. Just jumped on my freshly brewed single up here. Well done, Lex Monster Machine. Beavertown Time Rebel. Next one's to get bought out. Simon was the Green King beers. Flat beer brew. Do you know? I noticed these Green King comments all day long on this. Maybe not all day long, but maybe the last 2.5 hours. I've noticed these Green King comments. Do you want me to be honest? I've had a drink. I'm gonna be honest. I've been drinking for the last 2.5 hours. I've been drinking really strong beers for the last 2.5 hours, and I'll be open and I'll be honest. I went to Green King. Head brewer met me off the train. Tiny Rebel. What happened there? Did they meet me off the train? Did they say, come down? Yeah, we'll sort you out. You can make some video. You can have some interviews with the head brewer. They were too interested in saying, we're not interested in you. We'll play table football instead. Green King, they sent their head brewer to come to see me. Did that sway my rating of their beer? No, not one bit. Not one bit. The answer to your question is if you go to a brewery, 9 times out of 10, if you drink a beer that hasn't been in a lorry and a wagon and it's been traveled across the country, if you drink a beer fresh from a brewery that's just been made, you're likely to give it a 10 out of 10. You are likely to do it. Many of you are fantastic homebrewers. Many of you have been to different breweries. Many of you have been to as many breweries that I've been to. And you must admit, guys, when you taste beer at a brewery, it is at its best. It's at its best. It's fresh. It's just been brewed. It hasn't been in a lorry swishing round and losing all of its carbonation and bollocks up. It's fresh beer. It's good beer. The beers I was drinking at Green King, and I stand by this 100%, were absolutely terrific. Did Green King brew a small batch of beer because they knew I was coming? I don't know. They won't divulge that kind of information to me. Was that American IPA or whatever, American Pale Ale, I can't remember the name of the beer now, was it a 10 or a 10? In my hand at that time, it was. I rated that beer, I gave it a 10. It was really that good. It was malty, it was bready, it was biscuity, it was balanced. It was really stonkingly full of hops. It was a lovely American Pale Ale IPA, call it what you want. It was from the brewery. It didn't have to travel anywhere. It was as fresh as it can be. And you all say to me, drink fresh beer. It was super fresh beer. Call me some guy who turns up at a brewery, has a free meal, and then gives the brewer a 10 out of 10. You can call me that all you want if you like. They gave me a train ticket. They put me in a nice hotel. They fed me breakfast, dinner, and tea. They rubbed my back. They burped the baby. You can say, oh, you can say that as much as you want. But the fact of the matter is that I drank that beer at that time. It was fresh. It was lovely. Yeah, I'm going to stand by it. It was a 10 out of 10. If you're drinking that beer in York, it's been brewed in Green King in the corner of the UK, and you're drinking that beer up in York or over in West Wales or up there in Newcastle or Manchester or whatever, it's been in a lorry for, 3 hours, 4 hours, sloshing around, losing all of its carbonation. There's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can do about that whatsoever. Life is life, yeah? Life is life. It'd be great if I could say to Green King, can I bring all of my followers down with me? What are they going to say to that? They're going to say, thanks, but no thanks. We can't bring 24,000 people down to Green King. There's not enough room. There's not enough, you know? Yeah, so what are you saying about Green King, Simon? What am I saying about Green King? What am I saying about Green King? I'm saying visit Bury St Edmunds, drink the beer fresh. It will be really, really tasty. Really tasty. Drink a pint of Green King IPA or their Speckled Hen or some of their East Coast IPAs in the ship in Barry, where I'm from. It's had to travel 3 hours on the back of a lorry. It's not that great. It's not that great. It's not the greatest beer in the world. But if you go to the headquarters, if you go to the Bury St Edmunds, it's a tidy pint of beer. It really is. That's what I'm saying about Green King. The beer Brewdog in Brews is the best example. The unfiltered version they serve upon the bar, upon it goes bottom plant. Exactly. Jad Bird was turd, however. Yeah, but again, I'm not going to get involved in it. Why would I get involved in kind of fighting on YouTube? I've had a drink. You maybe have another drink. You might be like, this guy's easy to wind up. That's David. I'm going to leave that there. And the reseller isn't keeping the beer in 30 degrees outside temperature for a week. Exactly that. There's so many different aspects. You don't know that barrel of beer, right? You don't know if it's been in the cellar for a week, 2 weeks. It's been hot. It's been cold. Again, it's not keg beer, is it? It's not keg beer. What's Jenkins saying? Yes, location. Time coming review score. Brilliant. Charlie, I totally agree with you because I live 10 minutes from Slocum Brewery and it's great from Slocum Brewery. Exactly. Charles Dunn. Exactly that. Drink your beer from the most local brewery that you can find, and you will genuinely find that it's terrific. If you want to, somebody's having to go with my friend Jenkins. I'm going to show this one. It's by Kenny Greeley. He's saying Jenkins, he needs a nipple. I'm going to show that because we don't hide nothing on the channel. We don't hide. I don't know what he's talking about, by the way. But, Simon needs some crisps. Maybe. Should we just keep going? 2 hours 20. 2 hours 20. Formula 1. 1 hour 45. Done. Football matches. 45 minutes. Do you need to have a rest? Back up for another 45 minutes. What's that? An hour and a half. Hour and 45 minutes. They're done. Come on, guys. I've been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I've had a piss break. And I've been going solid. Absolutely solid for 2 hours and 20 minutes. You got to give me a little bit of credit. Come on. Do I need crisps? Really? Maybe I should be a footballer. Maybe I should turn off the live feed after 45 minutes and go, oh God, I've had enough. I need to sit down on a bench and be fed Bovril and have a change of kit. And have a cheese sandwich before, or maybe a banana, or maybe a nutrition drink before I go back on our football pitch. And I have to run around for 45 minutes for the whole week. And then I get to do nothing for a whole week. 2 hours, 21 minutes. Solid. Absolutely solid. This is a working man's channel. We don't stop, guys. We don't stop. Love your show and beer reviews. You have to come to Stavanger. I love the sound of that. Stavanger. What's brewing? 2C next year. Keep up the good work. If they want to criticize you, okay, go on. But who cares? Exactly. Who cares? Go on. Mine's Carlsberg. Fat Bit Brewing. David is saying, I still going about Green King. David, Speckled Hen cut with the 5X was really not bad though. I've got a bottle of 5X in the cupboard, really rare bottle of 5X. Not that I'm showing off, not that I'm showboating. I'm just saying. Have I got work in the morning? Yes. But when you're a professional like me, you'll drink this beer now, the last beer of the night. You'll make yourself 2 big fat cheese and ham toasties. You'll swallow them down like that. You get the cheese toasties, crush them up. You know, like the Beard Meats Food Man on YouTube, the guy that dunks his toast in water and like just get your food down. You brush your teeth, 2 pints of cold water, hit that pillow, wake up in the morning, fresh as a daisy. Yeah, we had a pre-break. Grant Cooper, I've down a few since you opened that Brewdog, Simon. Come on, yeah, but what 330 beer? What was it? Are you talking about some kind of crazy 10% stout? You're there to sit and enjoy my show. You get to sip and sip. I got to keep an eye on comments. I got to talk. I got to drink. It's no wonder I'm taking so long. But again, I'm getting there. 2 hours staying in your kitchen. Your legs should hurt. Yeah, I'm halfway through my Q5 drink up, mate. Well, enjoy the vids. Last beer. One more? You want one more beer? Christ. The Beer Hooligan. Same old Keith Floyd isn't still alive. Imagine you two doing a food and drink TV show. Rating would have gone through the roof. He was like, yeah, sorry, I'm really sorry. Maybe the Beer Hooligan, maybe you can send me a link. Mark, isn't it? It's Mark. Your name is Mark, not the Beer Hooligan. Maybe you can send me a link to some of the stuff you did on TV. I'm not really much of a TV person. I've never really been a TV person. Live toasties. Oh, Jesus. Oh, so I get cooking. I catch fire to the place. I catch fire that I really will. Catch fire to the place if I cook now. You got me drunk, Simon. I've got a treat to take down in the morning. And then drive from Doncaster to Manchester. Damn you, damn you, damn you. Remember, Luke 1990-89. Christ, you're from the future. Sandwich, 2 pints of water, bed, wake up, fine. Oh, and maybe some vitamin C tablets. If you pop a couple of vitamin C tablets, that should sort out your hangover. 2 pints of water and a sandwich. You'd be fine. Don't worry about cutting that tree. Don't worry about driving in the morning. We've all got to do it. We've all got to do it. Kenny says something. If you were a woman and you were like a GGG or a KKK, I certainly could handle your nipple. That was by Kenny Granley. David saying, my wife, oh my God. So it goes from nipples to wives. Sorry, oh my God. My wife hates you as I keep trying to keep up with your recommendations. Trying every night is tough, especially. I work love your channel and energy, mate. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Do you know what I read? The first thing I read this morning, and bearing in mind with it, we're in this whole don't drink in October. Is that what is it called? What even is it called? I don't even know. Don't drink in October, dry October. It's off. Back off. Goodness sake, what's the matter with you people? I turned on the BBC's business. I went to the business website. I didn't want to know about the news. I don't go to BBC News. I go to BBC Business. I read the business news. Top of the business news, right, is this story about people under 25s not drinking. Under 25s not drinking. I can kind of understand that. Where's the chat gone? I can kind of understand that. I really can. Yes, people are on their tablets and their Xboxes and the Fortnites and they're doing whatever they're doing on the internet, playing games and whatever. But, you know, when you get a little bit older, you tired of stuff like that. There was a time where I would spend 10 hours gaming. Really? I would. Ask me to do that now. I pick up a controller at 39 years of age. And I think, really? You want me to sit in this chair and play this game for hours on end? No. No. I want to drink beer. I want to do stuff. I want to get out there. Enjoy my life. So whilst the BBC may say drinking to the under 25 at its lowest point for the last century or whatever they're saying, it's utter nonsense. Utter nonsense. I nearly swore. But thought, let's use the word nonsense. It's utter nonsense, really. Stupid BBC. Really stupid BBC. Trying to bend people's minds into like, this is what your life should be like. You should. I'm going to rant one more time, and then I'm probably going to go. I'm going to rant one more time. If you're as old as I am, if you're 39 years of age, or maybe slightly younger or slightly older, you might remember the public service announcements that we were all played in schools, and they were on the television, and they were forced down our throats. Don't fly your frigging kite near an electric cable. Remember them adverts? Remember them stupid adverts on the don't fly your kites next to it. You'll buzz yourself to death if you fly your bloody kites next to an electric cable. Remember them adverts? Do you know why those adverts stopped? Why they completely disappeared from television? But really, they didn't. Instead of having their own space on TV, they become part of what we now call soaps. So the first realization of this in my mind was when Frank Butcher in EastEnders, if you're watching from the UK, you probably understand this. If you're watching from Europe and America, I deeply apologise. But soap on the TV, drama on the TV, Frank Butcher, big guy in a coat, drives round the corner, wheels screeching, bang! He kills Martine McClutchan, whatever her name was. Was it Martine McClutchan? Whatever her name was on EastEnders. Bang! She's dead. Finished. And he's like, oh, I've driven too fast. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Really? Is this what television's... Is that where television's going? They've integrated you don't fly the kite too high. You don't drive your car too fast. You don't drink. You don't do this. You don't do that. No. Live your life like a friggin' nun. They integrated all of that rubbish that we used to call... Remember the kid that ran the railway lines? What was that? Remember Charlie? Charlie says, meow, remember that? Remember Charlie? They even made like a Prodigy rap song about it. Charlie was your classic, don't do this, don't do that. Live your life like a fucking do. Wake up in the morning, make yourself some breakfast, go to fucking work all day long. That was your classic Charlie Says, driven in bullshit. That's now Coronation Street, EastEnders, Emmerdale Farm, Strictly Come Dancing, X Factor, BBC News. Remember, guys, I turned on the internet this morning and they said record numbers of people under the age of 25 are not drinking alcohol. Fucking well done them. Well done them. I'm going to finish my beer now. And I'm going to stop this rant. I'm going to catch up on some comments. Slapaganda. I share your view on the BBC. Boom! Stone the Crows. Uh-oh, Dragoness has officially entered the these kids today. No, I didn't officially say that, did I? Rant about Stufftober. Don't watch the mainstream news, propaganda media driven drive. Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree. By Chris Brody. And again, all news is biased. Most left wing. Yeah. Left wing, right wing, up wing, down wing. They all want your money. They all want your money. My father said that he watched a television program years ago where the people who went to Eton, is it Eton in the UK, one of these fancy posh knob university places, they would say to the intelligent people, right, you're going to be a Conservative, you're going to be Labour, you're going to be Lib Dem. They would literally put them in boxes, and they would go, oh, okay. Oh, I'm going to be Labour. I'm going to be a Conservative, or I'm going to be Lib Dem, and that's where they went. It was the person, the education, the top of the education would say, you're going to be this, and you're going to be, and they followed that. They went with that. They're fucking dull enough to go, I'm going to spend my whole life campaigning about something that somebody else told me to do. Oh God, how ridiculous is the life that we're leading today. I just remember those adverts and have wondered why they start. Very interesting. Come on, Louise, come on. You cannot say for 1 minute, Louise Two Shoes, that you never thought for 1 minute that those Frank Butcher running over people, Phil Mitchell holding up a gun, he couldn't pull the trigger, he was better not use a gun. The British government told me not to use a gun, but he's waving. I can't pull the trigger. If it was me, if it was that guy who done whatever he did, I'd fucking bang, I'd blow fucking brains out. This needs to, yeah. Green Cross Code Man. Where did he go? The Green Cross Code Man. Yes, the Green Cross Code Man. I remember. Something I was enjoying. The Beer Hunter Man, a beer version of the legendary Steve Irwin. Nostar. What we got? We still got 93 people watching us live. Loving this. Show us your hangover sandwich. Peppa Pig. Daddy Pig's gonna drive a car. Tesla, Chrysler, Ford, Vauxhall. Daddy Pig's gonna do this. Daddy Pig's gonna, and then do you know what they go after Daddy Pig? They go from CBBS, they go to CBBC, they go to BBC, they go into all of that propaganda bullshit. They get them while they're young. They grab these little babies while they're young, watching CBBC, the one show BBC, soft, bloody mango head idiots. Ranting rules. I bet you don't react to my points. John Anderson, what are your points? I can't even see your points. What are your points? How about call before you dig? Commercials. We have news, Foxy in the US. I don't know about this kind of stuff in the US. I'm really sorry. Mate, try the Witchwood Brewery Aldi Daft beer they have out for Halloween. I seen it. Then I seen the queue. I picked it up. I had it in my hand yesterday. I walked with this one product in my hand in Aldi, and then there was a million people, and there was no self-service checkouts, and I just wanted to buy one thing, and I thought, I'm going to waste 50 minutes of my time in this queue. Is the beer really going to be that good? It might have been, but I hedged my bets and I put the beer back and I walked out of Aldi with nothing because the queues were insane. They were like 40-minute long queues. I was like, oh my God, I can't stay here. I need to have a wee. There's no toilets in here. I just been at Brecon Beacons, come all the way back down to Cardiff. I've been in my van for 2 hours. I need a wee. There's no toilets in Aldi. I'm going home. And I just put the beer back and I went home. So maybe when I don't need a wee and I haven't been on the road for 2 hours, maybe I'll pick up a bottle of the Aldi dark beer for Halloween. I'm going to sleep. Bye-bye, Simon. Well done. Well done. Bye-bye. Enjoy your evening. Got a count sheet, by the way. I'm going to see. All they did was publish the results of a survey. Who published the results of a survey? Yeah, but who did they ask? Did they ask, right, Janet from Barry, where I live, 18 years old, no prospects, no kind of future, stuck in a hellhole town of Barry like we all live here in South Wales. There's no jobs, there's no work. Who did they ask? Did they ask Timothy in Cambridge, who's already got his graduation and he's got a fantastic life to look forward to? Or did they ask Bob from Hull? Or Johnny from Middlesbrough? Or Tony from Grimsby? Who did they ask, really? That's what you've got to ask yourself. Good old BBC. A lot of people are going to bed. Green King Code Man. Can you do this more often? Simon, being entertained for the last few hours. Best Norwegian breweries. Won't go for in a tons of loves the Green King videos. All crafty hands up, great beer. Okay, lots of people want to go to bed. It is 5 to 10. I'm going to probably go to bed myself. Again, I'm dancing. I need a wee. Broke my seal. I need to go for a wee. I want to eat some crisps. I'm going to finish this beer. I want to end on this note. I really do. I'm really passionate about this. I love beer. I love food. I am myself. If ever I am influenced by ITV or BBC or some of these big institutions, the governments, I will let you know, and I will go. I will leave. I will disappear in the distance. I will not bend, buckle, move for what I believe in this little heart of mine as a passion. I don't believe, I really don't believe that people under the age of 25 have stopped drinking. I don't believe that for 1 minute. I read the article. It made me really mad. It made me question who they surveyed, from what lovely little posh town in the UK that they did their surveys. It didn't wash for me. Things like that don't wash for me. I always think above that kind of the stupidity of the brainwashed people. I try and go, the first thing I always ask myself in my mind is, am I being brainwashed? And then I go, if I am, I don't want to be freaking well brainwashed. I will drink as much beer as I want. I will eat as many burgers as I want. If I'm having a good time, I'm happy. I can't make sure all of you down here are happy. All I can do is enjoy your company. If you tune in, if you're happy, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But I won't listen. I won't listen to that propaganda from the government, from the BBC about not drinking beer, about people under 25 not drinking beer. It's time for me to go. Thank you all so very much for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box, which you have. Comment, subscribe, share with all your friends. Get them to visit our channel. We will always be open. We will always be honest. Good night and cheers.